Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice with Tony Porter. Welcome to the Late Show. Late night tabletop baseball. This is game number 136 of our replay with the A's. 6 managers are involved in this replay. Using Fall Classic Baseball, today we have Scott McGregor versus Mike Norris. It's Baltimore at home. And we're right about to get started. It's Rickey Henderson leading it off. Let's go over the lineup real quick. Rickey Henderson in left field, followed by Dwayne Murphy in center, Jim Essien, the catcher, Tony Armas in the cleanup spot in right field. Batting fifth is Jeff Newman, the first baseman, Mike Heath, the DH, Dave McKay at third base, Mike Edwards, the second baseman, and Rob Piccolo, the shortstop. Mike Norris is on the mound, and we are ready to go. We'll be rolling some dice, and we'll be pulling our cards periodically. Hope everybody's doing well. And here we go. Now, we'll be writing down, we'll be trying an experiment today. We'll be writing down some data. When we score, if there's scoring going on, and I will write down the times between innings as well to keep track of that. So I can, I want to be able to edit some of the innings and so forth, especially innings where nothing happens. I want to kind of keep the innings where the scoring goes on and keep those in the video to shorten the video a little bit. All right, so it's Rickey Henderson leading it off. Here goes. And this is a 24, and a 24 is a potential hit by pitch on a 1-5, but it's a 12, so it's going to be an out. It's a ground ball to third. That is, who's over there? Doug DeCinces throws him out. One down. Dwayne Murphy, the lefty. That's a 31, and that is going to be a ground ball and through for a base hit. Muscles one through the infield into right. Kenny Singleton gets it in, so he's on at first. And here's Jim Essien. That's going to be a 16, and that is a ground ball. Comebacker to the pitcher. And a strong arm pitcher. What's going on here with that? Weird. Strong arm pitcher. McGregor is an average arm pitcher, so it's going to be a fielder's choice, and that's all they're going to get. 1-6. And it's a fielder's choice. It's a force out. Tony Armas is next. 2 outs. Runner on first. Essien is on first. And 66 Armas. That is a deep drive off the bat of Armas, left center field. Back goes Renicky and Bumbry to the track, to the wall. Look up. That's out of here. 2-run shot. 2-0 A's. A 2-run homer by Tony Armas on the 66 roll. Jeff Newman's up next. That's a 62. That's a blank. We go over to McGregor, and that is going to be a strikeout to retire the side. The A's pick up a couple of runs. They lead it 2-0. Al Bumbry against Mike Norris. That's a 34. That's a blank on Norris. That's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. Newman steps on the bag ahead of Bumbry for out number 1. Here comes Rich Dower. 54. That's going to be a wild high pop to shortstop. So that's going to be just an out because we're going to ignore the rain. We're not going to do a rain delay here or anything like that. 2 outs and Kenny Singleton. That's a 64. That's a blank against Norris. Is going to be a ground ball. Hit to short. Piccolo up with it. Fires the first and in time to retire the side. So that was a 2-run home run by Armas in the top of the first. Home run by Armas, and it was a 6 All right, so the first is over. And we are going to move to top of the second inning. Mike Heath. Here's a pitch from McGregor, 36. 36 is a blank, and it's a fly ball right field. Kenny Singleton. One down. Dave McKay bats from the left side. Switch hitter. That's a 34. 34 is a blank, and that is going to be line base hit right center field. So McKay strokes one, smacks one to right center, cut off by Bumbry. And here's Edwards, Mike Edwards with a 61. That's a blank. It's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3, 2 out. And Rob Peachlow. Peach. That's 66. Oh, and a 4. That's a drive down the line, and that's going to roll to the wall. Let's see if McKay can score on this. McKay is what kind of a runner? What kind of a speed does he have? McKay has slow. So we'll see what happens on that. First to home. Runner scores if W or A arm. Left fielder is Renicky, and Renicky has an A arm, so Dave McKay will score on the double. 2-out double. And that is the top of the second. So, Peachlow. Home run, armless, 2 RBIs. 3-0. Runner on second, 2 outs in the top of the second inning. So the A's, the Billy Ball A's, are getting to McGregor. This is a 13, and that is ball 4. Ricky Henderson walks. Here's Dwayne Murphy, lefty on lefty. 43 is a blank, and that is a ground ball to second base. He flips to the shortstop, covering to retire the side. Score is 3-0 A's. And I'm going to play this inning through. That one was 50. All right. Eddie Murray getting it off. 51. That's going to be a KD check out of 5. And, it goes up to 4. So he just missed it. So let's check and see. Second base error. Maybe an error on the second baseman, Edwards. And it's going to be Edwards is a 7. So he does boot the ball. So 1 base error on Evans, on Edwards, and this allows Eddie Murray to get on. All right, so we're one on and nobody out, and it's Pat Kelly. Pitch from Norris. That's a 65. It's a pitcher -3. It's going to be a 1. Roll a 9, so it's a fly ball to left field. Henderson's there. Makes the catch. Dan Graham with a 12, and that is a fly ball to center field. Murphy, 2 down. And Doug DeCinces. That's a 31. That is going to be a 31 is a blank, and 31. Oh, it's going to be an out on Norris. Ground ball to first. Great play by Newman. And that retires. That retires the side. He steps on the bag. Great play by Newman there on that. Now we go top of the third. 3-0 A's. Jim Essien with a 66. That's going to be a drive. 1 hop off the wall. Essien's going to try for second. Here's the throw. And he is safe. Leadoff double for Essien against Scott McGregor, who's struggling early on in this ball game. Tony Armas with a 53 and a 5. And against McGregor, no, it's not going to be a strikeout. But we're going to look at that 53 as a range play. The left fielder is Roenicke, and Roenicke should be able to get there. And he does. Great play. Great running catch by Gary Roenicke. And it's that retires the side. We go to top of the third now. Oh, no, wait a second. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, Newman's up. My brain went blank. Okay, so here's Newman against McGregor. Here's the pitch. And this is a 43. 43 is a blank. 43 is a ground ball. Comebacker to the pitcher. Goes to first. The runner on second, runner holds. F to third. Let's see who's on at second. Ground ball 1 to 3. At second base, it's Essien. I don't know that Essien is fast, but he may be. He is fast, so he's going to make it to third base. All right. And it's Mike Heath now. Pitch from McGregor. That's going to be a 53. On a 15, that's going to be outside the range, most likely. Center fielder's range is Bunbury, and Bunbury's an 11, so that's going to drop in there for a base hit, RBI single. Makes it 4-0. So Mike Heath drives in a run. And that is 13. Heath. That is top of third. All right, and it's going to be Dave McKay with 2 outs, runner on first. That's a 23. A 23 is a swing and a miss for a strikeout, and that retires the side. McGregor again is struggling a little bit. We go to the bottom of the third. Slow-moving game. Kiko Garcia. Actually, it's Gary Roenicke. That's a 35. 35 is a blank off Norris. That is a fly ball left field. Henderson in the gap, and he chases it down. 1 down. Here's Kiko Garcia. That's a 54. That's going to be a fly ball center field. Check on the error rating. This is going to be an error. And if it is, check the exotic error chart. So it is going to be an error to left field. Oh, to center field, because it's a 1. He's a 4. So we're going to look at the exotic error chart with nobody on to the outfield. We're going to roll an 11, and that is going to be a single plus an error, runner at second. So a single and an error allows him to go to second base. And here's Al Bunbury with 1 out. 4-0 A's. There's a pitch from Norris. So 42 is a blank, and that is going to be a fly ball to right field. And advancing on this is going to be Garcia. Goes to third. 2 out. Here's Rich Dow. That's a 52 and a 13. Not going to be an error, I don't think. On a second baseman, it's not going to be an error. It's a ground ball to Edwards. But we'll double check. Edwards doesn't play all that much. He's got oh wow, he's got a 7 error rating, but no, he makes the play. And that retires the side. And Edwards at the plate. He's a right-handed hitter. He's 0 for 1. He struck out. Here's the pitch from McGregor. It's a 64 is a blank. And that is a comebacker. McGregor feels it, throws him out. Rob Piccolo with a 32, and that is a blank, and a 32 is going to be a fly ball center field. On the run is Bunbury, and he tracks it down. Turns on the Jets, was able to run it down, 2 outs. Here's Ricky Henderson with a 35. Oh, what is this doing here? 35, Ricky Henderson. That is a blank, and a 35 is going to be a 1-2 single, and it won't be a single. It'll be a ground ball to second. Dower better hurry and throws over and just gets Henderson. Bottom of the 4th, Singleton leading it off against Mike Norris, pitching a shutout so far, a one-hitter. That's a 63. That's a blank, and that is going to be a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Norris. Another K for Mike Norris. Oakland A's project. That's 24. 24 is a 1-2 hit by pitch. Otherwise, Eddie Murray, batting from the left side, grounds out to the first baseman, Newman. And Newman makes the play. Jim Essien. That is a 16. 16 is going to be, Pat Kelly's up. 16 is going to be an out. And 16 is a strikeout to retire the side. All right. Dwayne Murphy, top of the 5th. Oh, that's doubles. Double sixes. That's going to be line base hit, right center field, cut off by Bunbury. And on at first is Murphy. Jim Essien is next. Here's the pitch to Essien. That's a 16. 16 is an out. It's going to be a ground ball to short. It's going to be a 6-4. Oh, no, and Essien beats it. It's a 6-4 fielder's choice. Speedy runner beats it. And here's Tony Armo. He's got a home run. He's got a 2-run shot. Here's a pitch from McGregor. 55. That's a drive. 17 is going to be one hop off the wall. Scoring is Essien. Around second is Armas. Here's the relay. The tag at third, and he is safe under the tag. So it's a triple. It's a triple for Armas with one out. Infield's going to come in. Let's write that, and that was at 1849. Top of the 5th. Triple by Armas. RBI. Infield in against Newman. Here's a pitch from McGregor, who's now allowed 5 runs. It's a 51 and a 12. Probably not be an error on this shortstop unless Garcia is really terrible, but I don't think he is. He's a shortstop with a 5 error, so he's going to make the play. We got to check and see. This is a tough one. Because the infield is in. And where do I go from there? But it's an error, potential error on a shortstop. Okay, so with the infield in, okay, runner on third, hits a short third base or shortstop. Runner advances. In some cases, if the infield is playing in, but in that case, it just says runner advances. So the runner is going to advance, and that's going to be, I guess, an RBI ground out. 6-3. And the score now is 6-0. So that was Newman with men on base. Wild pitcher pass ball. If an 11 is within the range and it's a wild pitch, and there comes the first run of the game. There goes the shutout. And it's going to be an earned run. That is too bad. Wow. A 54 got him. Second wild pitch of the game for Norris. And Dan Graham is still at the plate. Nobody's on base this time. That's 23, and that is going to be a swing and a miss. Ball game over. Strikeout. And that is all right down the end of that. That was 34-32. Most of the inning happened in the first part of the ball game. It was the first inning with a 2-run homer by Tony Armas, followed by top of the second, Peach with a double RBI double. Top of the third, it was Heath with an RBI single, and top of the fifth was a triple by Armas that drove in a run. Newman followed up with a ground ball RBI, and that was the run until the final inning, which was basically 34-04, where Baltimore, on a wild pitch, run scores. Final score is 6-1. It's going to be the A's with 6 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors, 6 left on base. The O's with 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, 5 left on base. The victory goes to Norris. The loss is going to go to Scott McGregor. And that's about it for we continue to play through our project with the Oakland A's of 1980. This is CP Cards and Dice. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to edit the video and let's see what it looks like once it goes live. Take care.